planogram update ships July 27th. That was the internal Walmart memo that started moving through supply chain circles 3 weeks ago. 9 specific canned products, SKU reductions or full eliminations effective that date. The products are still on shelves tonight. The date is fixed. Drop a comment. Are you shopping at Walmart before July 27th? Number 9. Canned cream of onion soup. The specialty cream soup section. Third shelf. One facing where cream of mushroom gets 8. Cream of onion soup is being consolidated out of Walmart planograms in 1,200 locations, effective July 27th, not because it performs poorly in specialty channels, but because its velocity at Walmart specifically falls below the threshold that justifies dedicated shelf space in the Q3 planogram revision. Here is what disappears from those 1,200 locations when the facing goes. The specific sweet savory depth of caramelized onion in a cream base, a flavor that cream of mushroom and cream of celery cannot replicate. Cream of onion soup added undiluted to any grain dish creates an instant French onion flavor profile that transforms plain rice or pasta into something with a specific cuisine identity. Quercetin from the onion base, the documented anti-inflammatory flavonoid at highest concentration in cooked onions, fat from the cream base, sodium for electrolyte replacement, 3 to 5 year shelf life, under 2 to 5 year shelf life, under $2 per can currently, 15 to 20 cans before 1,200 locations lose the facing permanently, caramelized onion depth covered. Now the European soup being eliminated for a reason that has nothing to do with flavor. Number 8. Canned cream of leek soup. Cream of leek sits in the imported or specialty soup section of Walmart locations that carry it, which is already fewer than half of all stores nationally. July 27th, planogram revision eliminates it from those remaining locations entirely. The elimination driver is not demand. It is supply chain complexity. Leek soup production in the United States is limited. Most shelf-stable cream of leek comes from European producers through import distribution networks. As import distribution costs increase, and Walmart's Q3 supplier rationalization targets European specialty soups for consolidation, cream of leek becomes a casualty of logistics rather than consumer rejection. Here is what the logistics decision removes from accessible store shelves. Leeks deliver the highest prebiotic inulin content of any allium vegetable, more than onions, more than garlic, in a form that survives the canning process and reaches the gut intact. Inulin is the specific prebiotic fiber that feeds bifidobacterium populations. The gut bacteria most directly linked to immune function and serotonin production. Cream of leek soup is simultaneously a comfort food and a prebiotic delivery system from a single pull-tapped can. 3 to 5 years shelf life. Under $2.50 per can currently. 10 to 15 cans before import distribution elimination removes it from store shelves. Prebiotic leek soup covered. But the next elimination affects a soup with no domestic equivalent. Number 7. Canned gazpacho. Spanish cold tomato soup. Shelf-stable, pull-tap, ready to eat cold or at room temperature, has been in Walmart's specialty food section in select markets for 3 years. July 27th ends that presence entirely. Full SKU elimination across all Walmart locations carrying it. The specific signal that makes this elimination more significant than most. Gazpacho is the only commercially available shelf-stable cold soup designed to be consumed without heating. Every other canned soup on every grocery store shelf was formulated for heat consumption. Gazpacho is the exception, the soup that is specifically better cold. In any zero-cook emergency scenario where nothing is being heated, gazpacho is the one soup that functions as designed, rather than as a compromise. Tomato, cucumber, pepper, garlic, olive oil, all present in the shelf-stable canned format. Vitamin C from the raw vegetable base preserved through cold process canning techniques that retain more heat-sensitive nutrients than standard hot fill canning. Under $3 per can currently. Full elimination, July 27th. 10 to 15 cans before full SKU removal across all locations. Cold designed soup covered. Now the shellfish soup losing space to its own category. Number 6. Canned cream of shrimp soup. Cream of shrimp soup occupies a single facing in the specialty soup section of Walmart locations that carry it. July 27th planogram revision eliminates that facing in 847 locations simultaneously. The elimination mechanism is category consolidation. Walmart's Q3 planogram revision is reducing the specialty cream soup subcategory from 8 facings to 5 in most locations, keeping the highest velocity options and eliminating the specialty shellfish varieties. Here is what the category consolidation removes. Cream of shrimp soup delivers the complete nutritional profile of shellfish: iodine for thyroid function, selenium for immune response, zinc for wound healing and immune defense, in a cream base that adds fat and caloric density. The specific combination of shellfish mineral density and cream fat is not replicated by any remaining specialty soup variety that survives the July 27th consolidation. The iodine content specifically. Shellfish are among the highest natural iodine sources available in any canned format, and cream of shrimp soup delivers that iodine concentration in a pleasant, familiar cream soup format. 3 to 5 year shelf life. Under $2.50 per can currently. 15 to 20 cans before 847 location elimination. Shellfish mineral density covered. Now the broth that chefs use and preppers overlook. Number 5. Canned beef consommé. Beef consommé. Clarified beef broth with a depth and richness that standard beef broth cannot approach. Sits in the specialty soup section of Walmart and is being eliminated from planograms in 1,400 locations effective July 27th. The elimination is velocity-driven. Beef consommé sells at a fraction of the rate of standard beef broth. In Walmart's Q3 optimization, low-velocity specialty broths are being cleared to make space for expanded private label broth varieties. Here is what the velocity data misses about beef consommé's value. Consommé is clarified through a process that concentrates collagen and gelatin compounds beyond what standard broth achieves. The gel that forms when quality consommé is chilled is evidence of collagen concentration, the structural protein that supports joint cushioning, gut lining integrity, and connective tissue repair under sustained physical stress. Used as a cooking liquid for any grain, the grain absorbs the deep beef flavor and becomes something that tastes slow-cooked. Used as a direct warm drink, the collagen-rich broth delivers joint and gut support from a can. Under $2 per can currently. 1,400 locations eliminating July 27th. 15 to 20 cans before private label expansion removes the consommé facing. Collagen concentrated broth covered. Now the Asian broth disappearing for a supply chain reason. Number 4. Canned for broth. Vietnamese faux broth. The star anise, cinnamon, and charred ginger beef broth that forms the foundation of Vietnam's most iconic dish has been available in shelf-stable canned format in Walmart's Asian food section in select markets. July 27th ends that availability. Full elimination from all Walmart locations carrying it as part of the Q3 Asian specialty food category rationalization. The rationalization is straightforward. Full broth requires complex spice procurement from multiple Southeast Asian sources. As import complexity increases and Walmart supplier rationalization targets multi-source specialty products, pho broth is eliminated in favor of simpler single-source broths. Here is what the rationalization removes from accessible shelves. Pho broth contains star anise, which provides shikimic acid, the compound used as a primary raw material in antiviral medication production. Cinnamon providing documented blood sugar management effects. Charred ginger providing compounds studied for nausea reduction and anti-inflammatory function. The specific flavor profile. The specific combination of warm spice and rich beef that makes pho one of the most globally recognized comfort broths exists in no other shelf-stable product. Under $3 per can currently. Full elimination, July 27th. 10 to 15 cans before Asian specialty rationalization removes it permanently. Antiviral spice broth covered. Now the asparagus soup disappearing as specialty vegetables lose shelf space. Number 3. Canned cream of asparagus soup. Cream of asparagus has been losing shelf facings at Walmart for 18 consecutive months. July 27th planogram revision completes that reduction. Full elimination from 1,600 locations. The trajectory has been visible in shelf presence data. 6 facings 18 months ago. 4 facings 12 months ago. 2 facings 6 months ago. 0 facings, July 27th. That trajectory makes the July 27th date not a surprise but a documented endpoint, the final step in a reduction that has been measurable since early 2025. Here is what reaches its documented endpoint on July 27th. Asparagus is one of the highest dietary sources of folate available in any canned vegetable product, a B vitamin critical for DNA synthesis, cell division, and neurological function under sustained stress. Cream of asparagus soup delivers that folate alongside the prebiotic inulin that asparagus contains in higher concentration than most commonly available vegetables. Chromium, a trace mineral that supports insulin sensitivity and blood sugar regulation, is present in asparagus at levels rarely found in other commonly canned vegetables. 3 to 5 year shelf life. Under 2 type quarterly, 15 to 20 cans before the documented endpoint is reached. Folate and chromium soup covered. Now the lobster product with the most dramatic price trajectory. Number 2. Canned lobster biscuit. Canned lobster biscuit Walmart has been through 2 price increases in 18 months. The product currently retailing at $4 to $5 per can was $2.50 18 months ago. July 27th brings the 3rd price increase or full elimination depending on location, as lobster fishery quota restrictions and cream input cost increases converge simultaneously on the most cost-sensitive specialty soup in any Walmart section. In markets where it survives the July 27th planogram revision at the new price point, the price increase represents 60 to 80% total cost growth in 18 months. In markets where elimination proceeds, the product simply disappears. Here is what the price trajectory is chasing. Canned lobster bisque is the most calorie-dense, most protein-rich, most fat-complete specialty soup available in any Walmart location nationally. The lobster delivers complete protein with the highest taurine concentration of any commonly available canned shellfish. The bisque cream base delivers dense fat calories. The specific morale function. Lobster bisque at room temperature from a pull tab can in a dark kitchen on day 4 of a power outage is the food that makes the situation feel temporary rather than permanent. Under $4 to $5 per can currently. Increasing or eliminating July 27th. 8 to 12 cans at current pricing before the 3rd adjustment. Premium shellfish morale food covered. And now, number 1. The soup that has been at Walmart for 70 years and is leaving. Number 1. Canned oyster stew. Campbell's oyster stew has been in continuous production since 1945. 70 years of consistent Walmart shelf presence. One of the longest-running specialty seafood soups in American grocery history. July 27th planogram revision removes it from 20,100 Walmart locations simultaneously, the largest single location elimination of any product on this list. The elimination driver is the convergence of 3 simultaneous pressures that have made oyster stew economically unviable at Walmart's margin requirements. Oyster harvest quota reductions from population management have increased raw oyster costs 40% since 2022. Cream input costs have increased 25% from dairy inflation. Walmart's Q3 private label expansion is targeting specialty seafood soups specifically, clearing branded products to make space for great value alternatives that do not yet exist in this category. The result: a product that has been on Walmart shelves since 1945 is leaving 2,100 locations on a specific date. Here's what 70 years of continuous production reflects. Canned oyster stew delivers zinc at the highest concentration of any commonly available canned soup. More zinc per serving than any other shelf-stable food available in a Walmart canned goods section. Zinc is the mineral most directly linked to immune response speed, the speed at which the body mobilizes T cells when a pathogen is detected. In a disruption where medical access is limited, and immune function is the primary health defense. Zinc from oyster stew is the mineral insurance that most canned soups cannot provide. B12 at extraordinary levels. Iron. Selenium. The complete shellfish mineral profile in a cream base that has been feeding American families since 1945. 3 to 5 year shelf life. Under 3 to 5 year shelf life. Under $3 per can currently. 30 to 40 cans before 2,100 locations lose it from planograms after 70 years. 9 canned products. every one of them showing documented Walmart planogram changes effective July 27th. Cream of onion soup, cream of leek soup, gazpacho, cream of shrimp soup, beef consommé, faux broth, cream of asparagus soup, lobster bisque, and oyster stew. Total cost for meaningful quantities, under $200. The memo said July 27th. The shelf space is still full tonight. July 27th is the date. Tonight is the window. Subscribe. Next video covers 9 more Walmart canned products showing Q3 planogram reduction signals that most shoppers will not notice until the shelf tag is already gone. Drop a comment. Which of these 9 are you buying before July 27th?